Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. Well, wow. How's everyone doing? How are you doing? What's going on? What's going on, everyone? Hi. Hi. Is me. Wow. How? How? Ah. 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 Hi. What's up? What's going on? How's everyone doing? How's it happening? How's the weather? How's the right here, right now? And how's the current day? How's the current day going? Hi everyone. Hi Blaze. Hi Cracky. Hi Rhubarb. Hey Fudge. How you doing? How's the wife and kids and dog and family and car and the sky and the weather and the oncoming storm and the bugs and where are the worms and the questions that we all ask ourselves at the end of the day, such as how do I make another extra $1,000? How's all that? How's all that? How's all that going? I am doing fine enough, but it just had one of the most fucked up weeks I've worked in a little bit. My arm's a little bit fucked up, and my legs are not great because there was a store bowling night, and I swung way too fucking hard. So my body not great. Also, high floor, high vomit. Separately, those two different things. Notably, the floor is hopefully not vomit. Thank you. How you doing? What's going on? I've been trying to think of more things to stream. Honestly, it's beginning to get a bit difficult because I try not to repeat stream ideas that much, but like, at this point, I've made a lot of things that would be considered kind of generally challenging, and the only parts that are left are like either hyper traditionalist or like ultra hyper modernist. Because like I could make a beef Wellington, but that's boring. Everyone makes a beef Wellington. It's not even that good. It happens. It happens sometimes. But it's not that bad. It's not that bad. This was the worst schedule I've had to work in a good few months, but it's over. I got through it. It was fine, I guess. Anyways, hi. How you doing? What's going on? I'm here. I'm gonna make a chicken. I had chicken while back when I was in Hawaii. I had this chicken from a bento place in the bottom of a mall, and it was really, really fucking good. Like exceptionally good. But there's a really difficult part about that, because I did okay. By the way, how's the wife and kids and car and dog and sky and the floor and the ground and hell and heaven and good and evil and right and wrong and left and right and heat and cold? How's all that doing floor vomit? Any new interactions between those two things? Any how do they say it? Any new conflicts? Anything at all? Anything at all to say? I should hope something. That's all I got. I should hope something. Anyways, I had this fried chicken that was really fucking good in Hawaii. Like when I was there. Hang on, where's the photo? Hang on. What the fuck? Wait, where's where? What? Where's my keybind? Where's my keybind for it? What? Hang on, where's my fucking keybind? Where's my keybind? My hotkeys. Insert. Of course it's insert. Where the fuck is insert? What do you mean insert? What is the insert key? I don't have an insert key. I have page up. I have page down. Where the fuck is insert? What do you mean insert? The fuck? I never said insert. Where? What fucking key is insert? Am I losing my mind? What? I'm a foot of barbecue. Is it good? I'm still doing the barbecue thing because like I don't know. I need to figure out how to do that. But like, how do I do it? Okay, hang on. It's the insert key. Hang on. Hang on. All right, fuck it. Whatever. There we go. I had this chicken when I was in Hawaii. This was some of the best fried chicken I've ever had in my entire life, and I tracked down a little bit more about it. It's not very complicated, but it's still not exactly how I think it is. None of the recipes get this exactly. They get kind of close, but not exact. It's just a little bit different. It's very good. I hope it's very good, because I've still to this day never had good barbecue from a barbecue restaurant. I've had what I guess I would call acceptable, but I've made the best barbecue I've ever had, and I've done it with near zero experience. So that as far as I'm concerned, my opinion of modern barbecue pit masters is largely down. I didn't respect them that much to begin with, because they're being pretentious about what is essentially an open air crock pot, but like, I hope it's good. I like a good one, but I've never had one in a restaurant. Where do you get it? Where's the good ones? Where are the good ones? I need to find them. Don't you live in, like, Nebraska? Where are they getting barbecue? Where are they getting a good smoked meat in Nebraska? I'm drinking a Sunsip root beer prebiotic soda, because I got it for 99 cents. Texas? Oh. Okay, yeah, that makes a little bit more sense now. I don't know why I thought Alaska for some reason. Huh. What a strange world. What a good mind that I have. Anyway, okay. All right. We're going to go past that a little bit. The chicken. The chicken. Important things. Important things about this chicken, all right? Look at it. Look at that crust. Look at this shatteringly fucking crisp crust. I had to do a little bit of digging to figure out exactly what this is. The actual style of this fried chicken is very common in Hawaii. It's called mochiko chicken. It's made with rice flour and starch, and it's usually gluten-free, and it's often gluten-free, but not 100% of the time, which kind of makes it a little weird, but it's a separate thing. Hi, Crush. How you doing? I'm trying to replicate this. This crust on this is like a fucking potato chip. It's like a kettle-cooked chip. It's so thin. It's so thin, and it's so fucking crispy and hard, and it's utterly saturated in oil. It is zero moisture in this. It is oil. It is all oil. And it's very lightly sweet, and it's glazed, and it was perfect. And I've never had fried chicken with a batter this good. So I had to do some more research for it. Awake for stream time? Yeah! Yeah! Just like a kettle-cooked chip. It's so hard. It's so crispy, and it's so well seasoned, and somehow that doesn't make the crust soggy in the slightest. You could bite into this, it would sound like a potato chip. Looks like General Tso's? You might think that, but it is definitely not. But some of the ideas transfer over. What I believe this is, anyway, is a very, very potato starch heavy form of mochiko chicken, which is, again, very common in Hawaii. And it looks pretty similar to this. Most recipes for it are already a mix of either tapioca starch or cornstarch and then fried chicken. I'm pretty confident that this used tapioca starch. I don't think it was corn. Did not taste like corn to me. So I think that's how it is. Pretty sure anyway. There's some debate amongst the general Hawaiian public on whether or not you should use cornstarch. Not many people seem to care, and not many people seem to be able to tell the difference, because in the public's eyes, any pure starch is the same pure starch. This is not true, by the way. They taste and they have different textures. They're different things. Food starch, pure food starches, different textures, totally different things. The official recipe from Foodland, who are a gigantic, not gigantic, but like as big as a Hawaiian grocery store chain can be, is the official recipe by them, and it uses an equal part mochiko flour, cornstarch, and sugar, which is kind of fucked up, but I think that's important, because my theory about how they got the crust on that chicken that I had so fucking hard is that they probably fried it at a really low relative temperature, and it did taste sweet, but I thought that was the glaze, but in retrospect, it might not have been. Are you sure? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty damn sure. I've got a very sensitive palate. Also, just wanted to say, okay, this fried chicken is might be the oiliest fucking fried chicken I've ever had in my entire life. It is soaked to the gills in just fat. And I'm sure that helps contribute to the flavor. But holy shit, this thing is nothing but oil. 100% of the shine comes from the oil, not the glaze. For all I know, the glaze might have been oil. That's possible too. I kind of doubt that. But if there's anything I know about Hawaiian food after having been there a good few times, it's that number one, I do not have the gut biome necessary to live there or in the Philippines. And number two, they add sugar to fucking everything. So I fully believe that this recipe, which includes equal parts mochiko flour and fucking sugar, I fully believe that this is a relatively accurate representation of how these things are made in Hawaii. So hopefully that works. The other weird thing about this is that specifically it's shallow fried. It is not deep fried. And I'm fine with that. It's just kind of weird that that's a specified thing, which leads me to believe that the intense amount of oil in these is fully intentional. That is part of the experience. For an 18-inch bamboo cutting board, $10, 18-inch. I mean, sure, but you're buying a bamboo cutting board. At least go for teak. Like, come on, bamboo. Are you a bartender? Are you bartending now? Trying to get fancy with the bartender, use it as a serving platter, throw on some salam, but like bamboo in 2025, the year of the teak. I don't know, man. A large service I can trust my roommate with. I guess you could do worse, but like, oh, year of the teak. You're the teak board. Bamboo 2025. Fucked up my last one by soaking it? Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah. Get that, you know what? Get that motherfucker a Norpro plastic cutting board. I don't know. Just get a fucking like the $2 like IKEA like plastic sheets. I don't know, man. If so, at that point, like just fuck it, eat the plastics. I don't know. Just let that guy eat plastics. $10 plastic white cutting board. Just poly. I don't know. They're functional, and you can soak them as much as you want. And it's like, how much are these things? How much are these? Because if I'm buying shit like this, I'm getting from a kitchen supply store. Norpro, how much is a shitty plastic cutting board from Winco on Amazon? Just eat the plastic. Winco CBWT 1218 cutting board, 12 by 18 half-inch white plastic, $7.50. Fuck it, I'd get that. If you're okay with just telling a guy, yeah, eat plastic, fuck it. I would just get one of those cheap ass Winco plastic cutting board from Amazon. I have one of these, I think. I don't know where it is. I never use it because obviously I have much larger and nicer cutting boards, but like, it works. If I ever don't trust anyone, that's just what I give them. $7. Not that bad. How much are the big ones? Wait, how much are the big ones? I'm kind of interested now. 30-inch one. Those Pampered Chef plastic mats, and he will cut things on a paper towel with a butter knife. Well, you know, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you at this point. Those are already not good. So I don't know. Eat the plastic. Get a shitty little wood cutting board. Really? Go to a Home Goods. Just search through the cutting board section at a Home Goods. They'll probably have a teak board for like maybe $11. I would guess 14 by 11 inches. $11. That seems about right to me at a Home Goods. Just throw that to people. My dad has a bunch of bamboo cutting boards that he uses all the time. I never do, because I have a lot of, not a lot, but I have my own set of knives. So I have like Japanese steel, and it doesn't like bamboo. Japanese knife edges do not like bamboo. Ow, it's not good. Tastes like high density polyurethane. Actually, high density polyurethane is for the very fancy, expensive boards. That stuff is for like Japanese high soft boards, which are actually very nice and very good, and those are made out of polyurethane. Shitty plastic ones are actually made out of PVC. Fun facts. By the way, that also means it is mostly non-reactive, so you can actually eat the microplastics in the PVC and at least not be poisoned. It's probably not good for your brain, but you're not going to be poisoned. The high soft polyurethane boards are actually very fancy, though. They're used, I think, mostly by sashimi chefs and dudes on TikTok. So, and those are more expensive than like a solid oak board. Like a high soft board is like $140 or something. It's crazy. I have poked them before, and they are very nice, I will admit. But you can buy HDPE sheets for really cheap if you know how to CNC them down. This is also true, but I think the high soft boards are made out of a very slightly different material. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's very close to just high density polyurethane. I don't know if there's a true difference. I think they might just be manufactured in a different factory, but you know, you can if you want to. At that point, though, you probably should just buy a cheap teak board. I don't know. You want a cheap... Hang on. I have a shit-ass... Oh my god, teak house is expensive now. I bought a teak house cutting board from a Home Goods a couple years ago. It was like $10. I still use it frequently. It's a perfectly fine board. Very soft, though. Very soft wood. But it's good. It's a perfectly fine board. I don't know, man. Cheap cutting boards are a toss or a salad. Cheap cutting boards are they're a risk that not a risk. They're a cheap cutting boards are a handicap that I would rather not have if possible. Because like I know, okay, I'm gonna sound like such a pretentious bitch saying this, God, but like I cannot work on small cutting boards, and more than that, I really don't like to work on light cutting boards. My main cutting board over there on the setup, like this gigantic fucking thing, this is a booze block. It's, if you know, you know. Yeah, they're pricey, and I didn't even bother getting an edge grain one, but I got this from a Costco, and it was like $100 when I bought this. So like, this thing weighs probably around 23 pounds, and it's 24 by 18 inches. It's huge. And it's like an inch and a half thick, and it's fucking awesome. And I cannot use cutting boards that are smaller than like probably 18 by 14 inches. Like I cannot use those fucking tiny ass cutting boards that I see all over fucking girly pop trad wife TikTok. I cannot use those things. They're so fucking bad. Because you can't even cut shit on them. You cut like three strips off of like a single like. You cut 3 strips off of like a single carrot. It's gonna just roll off. They're awful. I hate that shit. I cannot do that. And I know that most people can't justify spending that kind of money on a booze block, let alone like a custom cutting board if you ever bother getting those. But like, God, I please, Jesus Christ, get a cutting board that is larger than that is wider than 12 inches. I am fucking begging you. There is a reason why a lot of people just don't fucking cook at home. It's because their tools are bad and it makes the experience awful. And it doesn't take a lot to get better than that. Mom has my composite maple teak board that I got from an Amish market. Cheap 12-inch teak one is the one that's warped now. I mean, I'm not surprised, but also like, that's fancy. Composite, maple, and teak. That's pretty good. I use a maple board. I like my maple board. I also have an oak board, I think, but I don't like that one. I had an acacia board for a little bit in university that I got for like $6. That shit split down the glue line. That was terrible. that was just straight up awful. I don't know. Oh, you just get like a you get a cutting board from IKEA. I forgot IKEA made cutting boards. Wow. What is this thing made? Bamboo. Of course it's made out of bamboo. But it's like, okay, I need to give an actual demonstration. Okay, let me, hang on. Let me, okay, so every fucking, like, because I scroll down my bullshit. I scroll down my bullshit goddamn fuck algorithm, and I see these girly pop on TikTok and YouTube shorts, and they're doing cooking videos, and they're like, oh, you have to be healthy or some shit, and they have, I'm not joking, the worst cutting boards and the worst knife skills I've ever seen in my life. Like, what is this shit? What is this shit? You can't use this. This is the size of 3 bell peppers. You can't fucking cut an onion on this. It pisses me off. Genuinely. Like, this is a fucking unusable size. If someone handed me a cutting board of this size and told me to cut things on it, I would be like, okay, you want like 1 tomato? You want like a single petal out of an onion? I can't do this. I know I'm sounding like such an elitist bitch right now saying it, but it does not cost a lot to get a cutting board that's wider than 15 inches. You get them from $10 from IKEA, okay? Just fucking end-grained board that's the size of like a single package of chicken. You're stupid if you buy this. You're just genuinely dumb, and I'm mad about it. I know I shouldn't be this pissed off about it, but God, it really does make me mad that people even have cutting boards like this. This is the size of a fucking bar board. This is used exclusively for like slicing and zesting limes, and if you use it for anything other than that, you are dumb. That's all I got. That's all I got for that. Get a new teak house block. They're 110 on Amazon for 24 by 18. And my cutting board seething. No problem. I'm seething about this shit too. Genuinely. But I like teak house. Teak house. My teak cutting board from Teak House is good. I like it. I see a teak house butcher blocks at Costco a lot, actually. Hang on, are they still there? Let me see real quick. No, they're not still there. Okay, fine. Well, I like Teak House. Teak House makes decent boards. They're not the best of the best. I still like booze. I still like the booze blocks really, really nice. But like, there's a bunch of smaller craft shit, obviously. But if you're going for like larger industrial scale stuff, Teak House, booze, those are like the top for me. I don't know. I'm sure there's some others, obviously like Yoshiro high soft shit. But yeah, that's a different field. Keep a shitty $10 board I don't care about when the urge to put in the dishwasher calls. Booze block is like 3 times. Yeah, but they are also made out of maple, and they're like really, really nicely constructed. And maple will last longer than teak, but also, yeah, it is quite literally 3 times the price. I bought this board from Costco when it was like $100. If you ever see that on Costco online, highly recommend that. But like, if Teak House is like 100 for the same size, and this board, how much is this board? Hang on, let me see real quick. This is a 24 by 18, 1.5 inch maple. How much is that? It's not okay. It's not as bad as I feared. It's $150. I don't know. Teak House is good though. What's the goo gone for? I just had some like tape residue on my desk because I have. Hang on. Can you hear that? My desk is made out of glass, so I had some like tape residue. I just need to clean it off. It's not for cooking. We're not eating that. We're not eating the goo gone. I do still like my booze block, though. How much is the... Oh, this thing is 18 pounds. I thought it was a little bit more. Damn. Fuck. I can't believe this. It is an edge grain, though. How much are the Teak House end grains? Teak House end grain. How much is the Teak House end grain? Holy shit. The Teak House butcher block end grain is only $110? Damn, that is a fucking steal, actually. That is a steal. Yeah, I would get this. Damn. That's pretty nice. That is pretty nice. And it's got the grooves on the... I don't actually like the grooves on the edge that much, but, like, that's pretty nice. 24 by 18? Ooh. Oh, you can get one without the groove. Is that one also on sale? Yes. Wow. What a steal. Looks like it might be a secret ingredient in making fake vanilla. No. Cooking area looks much cleaner today. I'm trying. I have to clean a bunch of... It's smaller and $10 more for the same reason. Huh. That is weird. How odd. I returned from Jazz. How was Jazz? Did you come? Did you have sex at the Jazz show? Was it good? I should hope so. How much is... Wait, how thick is this butcher block? How thick is the teak? 1.5. How much is the thick butcher block? Holy shit, that is absurd. That's fucking comical. What is this shit? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Why would you need this? What is this? It was decent. Yay. Have you heard in Jean Benjamin Jan's piano album? No? No? Thank you for resub, Fudgy, for 19 months. God, it's been a fucking while, hasn't it? Damn, fuck, huh? Shit. Damn, when you really want to slam the cleaver into it. This is just... I feel like at a certain point, an increase in thickness doesn't really benefit you. I feel like this reached it like a while ago. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I'm okay with that. We just no more board. We don't need the board. No, we don't talk about cutting boards. Basically, okay. To summarize my previous rant for the last probably about like 20 minutes, you get a small cutting board for anything other than being a bar board. I don't respect you. And the minimum size for a cutting board should be at least 16 inches wide. And the TikTok girly pop trad wife type cooking YouTube short sloppers piss me the fuck off with how small their boards are and how bad their knife skills are. And I don't expect great knife skills out of TikTok trad wives, but I at least expect a cutting board larger than a package of chicken thighs. What's the towel for? What's the towel for thick? Okay, second rant. Let me. Okay. The wet towel, okay? That fucking like trend, whatever the shit it is, pisses me off too, because that shit doesn't work, okay? The wet towel under the cutting board to stop it from sliding, that doesn't fucking work, and it's bad for your cutting board. It exposes your cutting board to unneeded like moisture. It doesn't work to begin with, and it has it wastes space. It still slides. This shit still slides around. Don't fucking do this. Don't do this. This is a bad hack. This is just bad. Use a non-slip mat underneath to cut to size. Exactly. This is what I've been telling people to do. Go to a Dollar Tree, get like a non-slip mat for like shelving. These things, literally you can buy this at the Dollar Tree for like the fucking $1.50. Buy this, cut it to size, put that under the board. They're made out of PVC. They're not going to smell like anything. They're antibacterial, they're antimicrobial, and they are actually non-slip, unlike the fucking wet towel. And also, they're not going to permeate your board with excess moisture. This is an objectively better method, and no one fucking talks about it. Everyone is talking about the fucking wet towel trick, which is dog shit and doesn't work. This works and is cheaper and is better in every category possible. And I'm the only fucking guy who I've ever seen rant about this. I know other people have said to do it. There are a couple YouTube people who I've seen say to use the non-slip mat. God bless them. But I'm the only person who cares enough to call people who use the wet towel stupid and bad. And I will be enough of a hater to maintain that stance. Because if you use the wet towel when this is available, you're stupid and bad. Okay? This is $1.50 from the Dollar Tree. It is infinitely better. Also, fun fact, these actually used to be sold under a different name called Board Buddies, I believe. And I actually use one of those. You can buy them still kind of from like Webstaurant store, I think, but they're horrifically overpriced and you can get virtually the exact... Oh, actually, they're not overpriced at all. Oh. You must buy minimum of 24 at a time. Okay, regardless, they used to sell these things specifically made for cutting boards. They were called Board Buddies, and they still exist, but only if you buy from Webstaurant store and 24 at a time. But basically, they're better. Basically, there's an objectively, categorically better option than the wet towel, and it costs less than the average McNugget. So, you know, just saying, just saying, better options exist. Who wants to chip in for a bulk order? A bulk order is only $24. Like, you don't need to chip in that hard. It's really not that much extra. 12 by 18? Yeah, 12 by 18. Board Buddy. 12 by 18. Board Buddy. 96 cents. 24 pack. Hang on. Yep. All right. See who? Yeah, but I don't need 24. That's true. But you can resell them on the TikTok shop. That's it. That's all these things are. Board Buddies, 12 by 18, non-slick, black cutting board mat. They used to sell these in like packs of 2 from some like restaurant supply stores. I haven't seen them in forever, but like they used to sell them in like packs of 2 for like $1.99. And I have one of those underneath my board. That's what I use because it's objectively better. But now they don't sell them. I don't know what happened, but whatever. There's the link. You want to buy them? There it is. The link right here. Link right there. Good product. Really should be available in quantities other than 24 at a time, but you know, you get what you pay for. And in this case, it's 24 rubber mats. You know, but who knows? You could sell those in a tube with your logo. Call them Damascus pattern cutting board mats. I should open up a shop. I should open up a resell shop where I just actually do that. Because, like, honestly, I could sell those for like $2.99 each and people would still be like, oh, wow, that's cheap enough. And I'd be making like a 300% markup. Fuck, I need to get into business on that. It's weird that they don't sell them in small packs anymore, because that's how I bought them, just in little rolls with a label on them, and it was like $1.99, 2 of them. Mind you, well, no, I didn't actually buy them. My dad bought them back in probably like 2009 or something. I don't remember. I rediscovered them a while ago, and I was like, oh shit, we have these, and then I use them, and they're very good. I should just bulk order these and resell them. Why aren't I doing that? Chat, should I do that? It's a very low initial investment. I could buy 24 of these like now. Like, is there anything realistically stopping me aside from I just don't want to handle that much shipping? I don't know. I don't know. Because you're making chicken lard batter. Well, that's true, I guess. Yeah, but like. It's a pretty good business idea. It's a pretty solid business idea. Switching mics. Yeah. Okay. All right. Mic switched. Whee! What a great idea. What a great... Quickly, did you offload the extra deodorant again? I didn't offload all of it is the thing. I only sold about half of it. As ad space, so like that's not that much, but I did manage to get through that relatively fast. Hi Shadow, how you doing? What's going on? We're thinking about business. We're thinking about big business right now, and how much we'd love to be big business. I really should just start reselling like ultra small like restaurant ware like cutting board mats, like shit like that you have to order by like 2 dozen counts. I should just start reselling that stuff because legitimately this is like a solid deal. Like you buy these 96 cents a piece, sell them for $2.99, maybe even $3.99. I could get greedy. I just put my sill pad under my cutting board. I mean, that also works, but you have the gift of independent thought. Many people do not have this. Many people don't have that. The sill pad does work, though. I'll admit, great, that's good, but it's not technically antimicrobial. Fun fact, that doesn't really matter. But like, I don't know. I don't really have any comeback to that. That's just a good idea, but like, it's not a specialized enough product to market. I have to do something else. Ah! Ah! I'm a businessman. It's what I do. You're a businessman. We're a big businessman. Is the cooking in the room with us? Yes. Yes, it is. And basically, what the fuck is Cactus Mat? Wait, hang on. Can I order direct from manufacturer on this? Cactus Mat? Cactus Mat Manufacturing Company? Food service recommended for the waitress station, cafeteria and snack bar. Yes! 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 Schools, recycled, sports matting. Yes! Yes, this is exactly what I need. Floor mat selection guide. Yes! Yes! Perfect. Beautiful. Luckily, you can buy them off my shop. TikTok, this viral hack is ruining your cutting boards. Fuck, you're right. You're correct. Shit. The AliExpress floor mat. I don't think these are actually made in China. I'm not really sure. Let me check real quick. Where are these made? Where are they made? Does it actually say? Does it say? Huh. No, it doesn't actually say. Not that it really matters. These things are just PVC. Whatever. It's fine. The AliExpress kitchen mat. I'll figure out my whole idea in a little bit. I really should just start reselling. Fuck it. Open up my own merch shop. Nothing but kitchen supply mats. You know what? I got another one for you. I got a whole different one, okay? Because the kitchen mat, the cutting board mats, obviously that's grand, that's great, that's a solid business proposal. You buy them for 95 cents each, sell them $3.99. Huge markup, easy profit, still cheap, and useful and essential. But you ever if you haven't worked in a restaurant, there's like a decent chance you probably never like seen one of these things. Because I certainly didn't before I worked in a restaurant. But these bag opening things, these are like, where the fuck are they? There's like a specific bag opener clip, not clip thick. There it is. Hang on, I found it. Okay, there's a specific bag opener that gets used a lot in certain restaurants, and these are another big one. I could market these things to hell and back. They're like $5 each. I could sell them for 10 easily on the TikTok shop. I win again. I'm perfect. What would you call your kitchen mats? Non-slip cutting board mat. Really get that SEO going. Really optimize myself to the top of Google search results. Also, anti-damage, anti-water damage cutting board mat. Fuck it. Go full grift. Just start making shit up. Anti-water damage, antimicrobial, and non-slip cutting board mat. $3.99. Fuck it. I win again. I am the greatest businessman to ever live. Damascus script. That's true. That's real. That's good shit. That's real. That's a good one. The Google, iPad, Amazon. Diamond sip. There's got to be like a vague sexual innuendo in there somewhere. I'll figure it out. Someone else can figure it out for me. I've never had sex. I don't know how to do an innuendo. I don't know how to do the classic joke of the innuendo. No, like The Simpsons. There's a joke in there somewhere. I'm sure I can figure out a way to make that vaguely sexual, or someone can. I don't know. It was whatever. We need to start actually making food. I forgot that I was making food for a little bit there. I got too caught up in big business. I genuinely kind of want to see if I can just like open up like a Damascus merch shop, because for a fucking streamer with like 300 followers, it's like very, very silly to open up a merch shop. But what if it was purely functional? No like graphic tees, no gunky little like vinyl figures or something, no Fumo, just like cutting board non-slip mat, razor blade bag opener, bomb Mary tube. Just nothing but hyper functional shit. Quote, whose lines it anyway? A documentary on Italian suppositories. Innuendo. I get that joke because I understand how innuendos work despite never having one. Fuck, I should become a businessman. I should just become a business. You could just name shit anything on Amazon. You could, just fucking Jiangsu 14111 home goods, good supply for you, family store. I could just do that. That shit gets sales. Who cares? Doesn't matter anymore. I'm drinking a Swoter. Would you buy a non-slip cutting mat from the Damascus merch store? I'm genuinely tempted to do that because I know how to do this type of shit. Like, I have friends that have done like not drop shipping, but like near automated warehousing type, like online sales stuff. Like, I could do this pretty easily, actually. Send Penis free samples and ask her to make a 5 things I can't live without in my kitchen video. 5 things I can't live without in my kitchen. Number 1, rice cooker with a 96-hour timer. Number 2, Damascus non-slip cutting mat. Number 3, webcam. VTubers can do plushies. You can do non-slip kitchen mats. I am a VTuber, you slog. It would be really funny just to run a VTuber Twitch stream merch shop that's just nothing but functional tools. It would be really funny. I got in there as the non-slip kitchen mat, Mercer culinary plating spoon, a very specific model of wide rim black matte palette and plate, small dessert plate, wide rim, the thing that I have that no longer even exists in stores. I really want to do that. It'd be really funny. It'd be really, really funny. Anyways, okay, so chicken. I forgot we were doing something for a little bit. Hang on. Did you see the Jojo Torino plate? Yes, I did. And I thought, damn, I should become a businessman. I need to open up a TikTok shop. I need to open a TikTok shop and start selling kitchen mats and bag openers and hang on, what's another like very, very common like restaurant tool that just no one has because you can only buy them from restaurant supply stores by the dozen? Wait, this is a cooking stream. Yes, it is. I forgot about that for a second. I thought it was ranting too, but no, we are actually cooking. There you go. There's some chicken. Ah! Anyways, so what are some other tools? Now I'm like too busy thinking about this. Obviously, the bun, that's a classic. Everyone should have 1 or 2 of those. Hang on. Bomb metal. Fine. The bain-marie that everyone uses to just put their utensils in. That's some shit that everyone should have. Sell that. Open up my VTuber merch shop. Just sell this. Just sell the Stainless steel bain-marie. We need more whisks? Obviously. Yes, perfect. True. Industrial whipped cream dispenser. I have 2 whipping siphons. I don't know, man. That one's not that difficult. I do this sometimes. Don't worry, it's fine. I do this on my own, too. You're just encouraging me today with big business. I need to become a big businessman. Oh, you know what else I could sell? The water dissolvable labeling. The water dissolvable like labels that you print out for dates. I could do that. I could do that. That'd be a huge markup. Big money. Giant whisk, the opposite of the viral Bepish tiny whisk. The industrial sized gigantic $300 Mat for Bourget bisque. I could. No, I wouldn't sell that. That's one stock of the Mat for Bourget whisk. That's $300 and the size of an infant is like 400 pieces of non-slip cutting board mat. It's just not economical, but it would be very clout. It would be very cunt and slay and grunk and baby grunk. I tell you, I literally got DM harassed by RJ over my ability to one guy. Really? That's very funny. I am a very powerful one guy on rare occasion. I don't one guy that much anymore, but I can for his big freak out. What a classic. What a class act. This soda is very weird. I believe that. I've gotten weird DMs from a lot of different people because I'm a known entity in a lot. Hi, Shadow. Thanks you for 15. Thanks for 15 bits. I will use this to buy one single Hershey's Kiss from Grocery Outlet Bargain Market. Thank you. Thank you. It brings me joy. It brings me great joy. You can hear it in the smile in my mouth that I have great. But why is my mouth foaming? I was smiling really hard. I was like, you can hear it in the smile, but like foam started coming out of my mouth. What was that? 15 bitties towards the mat fund. Hey! You'll be reserved in the kitchen. Okay, I need to actually do things. I need to actually cook something. Okay, it's pretty simple. Basically, Mochiko chicken. It's very, very simple. You got chicken, you got rice flour, eggs as a binder. Usually they use whole eggs. I'm going to not do that because I think that's wrong. I think that's probably not the ideal thing to do. As whole eggs contain the egg yolks, which contain a lot of fats that make it very difficult for things to get crispy. So I think we're going to separate those. We're going to use only egg whites. I think that's going to result in a better crunch. We're also going to fry these at a pretty low temperature, like 250 degrees maybe a little bit higher than that. I'm not sure. Could be a bit higher. Who knows? Anyways, I keep thinking about big business now. What other big business things? They're like Cambros are already well known. You can buy Cambros in Smart and Final. That's not worth stocking into big business. But like, what else is there? The water dissolvable tape labels. That's obvious. That's a good one. Those are cheap, and I could mark them up to hell. What's another one? Fuck. I want to think of it. I want to keep thinking of them. This is fun. Big business theories. There's gotta be more. There's gotta be more. There has to be more. There has to be more. Am I going insane? Am I losing track? Wait, I have an idea. Ooh. Food trucks, but it's a mobile merch shop outside cooking expos. Oh, that would be very funny. The supply truck. The just supplies truck. That could be very amusing. What's another thing that's like basically ubiquitous elsewhere, but like I could buy in bulk and is dirt cheap and I could upsell by like 400%. Fuck. I don't know. Things to open jars that are just a rubber coaster. You can buy those at a Home Goods, and also no one likes them, so that would be a much more difficult sell. I think. You know what might work? Actually, genuinely, You know what? You know what would be could be huge, could be gigantic, huge, big business. Just those packs of a dozen spoons that I bought for like all of my sample spoons. I'll just sell those for twice the price because you can buy them for like $3.99, sell them for $10. And that's still a deal to people who don't know about industrial restaurant spoons. But they're easy to put your logo on. That's true. That is true. But what if I didn't have a logo? What if I had the world's first entirely unbranded Twitch channel merch shop? What then? Wouldn't that be... How the fuck did the shell come off like that? What? That's new. Okay. What if I had the unbranded Twitch channel merch shop and then people had to manually say where they got it from and they'd be like, oh, I bought it from a Twitch channel merch shop. That'd be very amusing. I wonder if Kisaka would be in on that. It would be so funny. It really would be so funny. It's like, like I have enough know-how and probably enough slush fund by this point to be able to start selling kitchen mats just on my own. But would I? I don't know. I do not know about that one. It's so tempting, though. It's so tempting to become big business and become just a reselling grifter. Like, do I even need custom products if I'm, like, just finding the products myself? I don't think so. Being a curator is enough of a business model on its own. That's how most physical stores work. I should become a curator. I should become a curator. You know what else people get wrong all the time? I start selling larger, wider cutting boards, minimum sizes. Start selling fun plastic cutting board mats that are non-slip so that you can actually non-slip things. And then... and then finally I can move on to my true ambitions. The branded knife. The branded knife that you sell. Okay, so that's just egg whites. Keep the yolks out. The yolks can go wherever. We're using the kind of vaguely recipe one from Foodland, at least as a base. And it uses a lot, like really, really a lot of fucking sugar. It also uses soy sauce a lot for the base. So that's going to provide probably most of the salt content we need. I'm going to really vaguely approximate that amount of soy sauce. Because, frankly, it doesn't matter a lot how much soy sauce we add. Okay, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. There you go. That's good enough. That's approximately 4 tablespoons of soy sauce, as per they say. Couple's t-shirt in the funny font that say, world's best manager. That one feels a little bit off the mark for my market, I feel. Okay, I have some very good shirt designs separately. I've posted them in the Discord before, but like, what if, hang on, let me open up one of those shirts, because I have very good shirts. But on the mark for my Twitter. Okay, well, my Twitter is very just bullshit. I try not to be mean on Twitter. I'm just very mean about people in general. I don't know, I'm just very mean about many things. But like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Some things piss me off. It would be extremely funny for a tweet. That is true. But like, I have some shirts. Where are my shirts? There we go. This is not one of my better ones. I don't know why I'm showing this one, but like, what do you think about this shirt? What do you think about this shirt? I think it'd be funny. I have a better one. Hang on. I have a much better one. Where is it? Where's my, hang on. Where's my shirt? Where? Hey. There we go. Hang on. There we go. Fornicating. Oh. How about this? How about this shirt? I think this is a very good shirt. I think this is one of my greatest ideas I've ever had, frankly. I want to be able to sell this one. Because this is hard, okay? This one is fucking great. I am convinced that this one is actually fantastic. And I do need to sell it. I really want to. I really do want to. I should just set up a Printful shop or some shit. Become a drop shit t-shirt. I don't care. But like, I think that this is awesome. I think this one is sick as hell. And I like it. How tall are you? What I don't actually know. I think I'm 5'8". I think I'm like 5'8". I'm stealing that idea. No, it's mine. I have this marked, okay? Because I posted this in my Discord before. I know what I'm doing. I have a solid argument. You cannot have this. This is my original idea. It's mine. It's very good. It's a very, very good shirt. I also have perhaps the worst shirt design I've ever made, genuinely, which is this. This is perhaps the worst shirt design I have ever made. But it's very funny to me anyway. I think it's good. I think it's very good. What do you think? Do you get it? Do you understand it? I hope so. Because I do. I understand it. And it's very funny to me and me only. Maybe it's funny to other people, but it's mostly funny to me. That one is insane. It is, but like, can you argue with how effective it is as like a design? I think it's very effective. All right, that's about 4 tablespoons of tapioca flour. Sam Hyde merch levels deep cut. It's not even that much of a deep cut. It's just, it makes you think. It really makes you engage with your brain. It makes you It's like, obviously it's got the peace, love, but then it's 2 sides of the same coin. And it's got evil Germa, and peace is and peace is Jesus Christ, and love is Bill Gates. Superior Pop Song. Will you consider Creator Clash versus Joshua? No, I would not. I don't. Joshua's a hack fraud, but his technical skills are good. He's just a little bit of a hack fraud in terms of developing recipes. But I respect his technical skills at least. I would never do Creator Clash though. Okay, I have a cousin who did football back in the day. That motherfucker is the dumbest guy I know. I swear to Christ, his brain does not work properly, and if he was somehow if he was somehow told to do so in a way that stuck, he would be able to stop breathing until he died just on command. I do not want any brain damage on that level. Like, truly terrifying shit happens to you when you do like competitive killing sports. I would not want that. 4 vague tablespoons of Mochiko rice flour. There we go. And then 4 tablespoons of sugar, which is a crazy amount of sugar for a frying batter. Couscous death sounds kind of cool. Conscious death? I mean, no, I don't think it does sound cool, actually. I think that sounds rather bleak, and I would prefer not to do that. I would prefer to live a very subdued and meaningful life with a whole arrangement of cohorts and sympathizers. But I really would rather not just be able to stop breathing and die. I'd prefer it if my brain worked well enough that I couldn't do that. Because if you can do that, just putting it out there, that is a flaw in your biology. You are not supposed to be able to do that. Like, just straight up not. You are not supposed to be able to do that. Don't do it. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. Do not hold your breath until you die. I can't believe I have to say this. Well, I can, but like, don't do it. Do not hold your breath until you die. PSA from me, Mr. Big Business. This is a very glop-core batter, I'm realizing, but it does appear to have the proper texture. Ah! 1 hour stream, still no cocoa. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. We're discussing big business, okay, Zam? Okay, how you doing, my way? Hi! What's going on? Welcome to Big Business, where we have big business ideas. This is a very gelatinous dough. Very gelatinous frying batter. That does seem to be correct, though. Whisking is cooking. Well, technically no. But, you know, in spirit, maybe. We actually do need to let this stuff marinate for a kind of a little bit, because part of this is that the chicken is supposed to hydrate itself. Like, no, the chicken is supposed to, like, partially hydrate the frying batter because there's a lot of salt and sugar in the batter, so the chicken is supposed to weep moisture into it, and realistically, I should have had this marinating for, like, 4 hours at least, but, I didn't. I didn't plan that far ahead. I don't know, man. There you go. I just love business. I should have become an MBA chud. I should have become an MBA chud and made $1 billion a year doing business to business AI agent company for chuckle fucks and insurance firms trying to deny everyone everything. Fuck, I should have become a big businessman. I need to become a big business guy. I need to become a huge businessman and live in an all-brown house and have an AI laptop with the Incredible Hulk jacking me off. Fuck! That's a very funny reference. If you understand that, that's a very funny reference. I need to live in an all-brown house and be a huge business guy. Fuck! Damn! There you go. Okay, I'm washing my hands in the sludge container because I need to wash my hands in the sludge container full of raw chicken sludge and grease and goop. The next shack. I'm going to create the world's most mediocre fried chicken and become the next Raising Cane's. Oh, God. I should have been a huge business guy. Fuck. I missed my window. I missed my opportunity. Business is over now. We're living in an anarcho-capitalism society. Everyone is buying from individual small businesses, operating through widespread international channels like the TikTok Shop and eBay. Everyone is supporting small businesses now. There's no room anymore for the big business guy. I need to become a small business boy. Figure out a new vector to sell my wares to the unknowing public. The things that they didn't even think they would need. Things they didn't even think that they would ever think that they need. I need to sell them these things before they even understand what they are. I need to infiltrate their mind with algorithms and targets. I need to get into their thoughts before they even have them. And I need to implant the idea that you need to buy my branded non-slip cutting board mat within your mind via electromagnetic waves, not shot through a phone, not shot through a TV screen, but signaled directly into your brains from the fucking sky on an Elon Musk satellite that I've hacked so that you have to buy my kitchenwares on the TikTok Shop. This is the future of business, and like it or not, I'm a pioneer and I'm a visionary. And in the land of the visionaries, the guy with 2 eyes leads everyone else. Something got lost in that allegory. I don't know what exactly, but something's gone there. It used to mean something different. 2 minutes ago, that allegory would have meant something slightly different. But the passage of time has unfortunately eroded my grandeur and philosophy. Oh, well. 7 Habits of Highly Effective Streamer. That is very, very funny to me, because over my vacation in Hawaii, my aunt actually gave me that book. My aunt gave me the book 7 Habits for Highly Effective People, or whatever the fuck it's called, along with a copy of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And I genuinely laughed so hard. I think it might have offended her, honestly. I don't think she understands why I thought it was funny, but I thought it was very funny. So, do you know... What's the stream equivalent of Rich Dad, Poor Dad? Big Pog Dad and Sag Dad. Pog Dad, Madge Dad. Oh, what a world. Because that's real now. That's a real thing that could really happen. You could really have Pog Dad, Porge Dad. This is the funniest fucking idea I've ever thought of. Oh, it's all real. Oh, the world is just actually like this now. This is the world we live in. It's comedic because it's real. It's funny because it's true. That's how humor works. If it's not true, it's not funny. That's why everything had to become true so we could make more jokes after the woke killed humor. Now everything is true. Now everything is Adachi true. Fuck! It was all so simple. It was right there, right before my eyes. Right in front of my face. I just couldn't grab it because I can't fit my hands in the wires. I need to become a motivational speaker. Anyways, how have you been? Any good ideas as of late? Read any good books? Read any good motivational books as of late? I haven't. I've just been thinking. I've just been thinking very strong and powerful thoughts that most people would be scared of if they ever came into their mind, but because I am in control of myself, I understand these thoughts, and they power me up, they make me strong, just like a big businessman. I can't keep that joke going forever. That's going to wear itself out, like, instantly. That is the worst joke I've ever made. That's actually the worst ongoing bit I think I've ever tried. I'll bring it back. Big businessman as a concept will unfortunately never die until I become one and live in an all-brown house and have an AI jack me off in my man cave. But that's in the future. We'll revisit that later. We'll revisit that whole thing later. I spilled oil on my floor. Hang on. I gotta wipe the oil off my floor. There you go. One paper towel. There you go. Okay. Good. Why is it worse now? Did I spill oil on my feet? Why is it worse now? No, it's fine. I'm fine. Anyways. What a world. Okay, we're gonna have to do some real quick, like, test frying with this chicken, because I am looking for a very specific texture with the outside of this, and I do not fully know how to accomplish it, but I think it's done through a very, very slow fry. So the water is currently set to 275 degrees Fahrenheit. Water ice. The oil is currently set to 275 degrees Fahrenheit. Ah! There's a bug! Ah! What the fuck? Get out of here, bitch. Die. Fuck you. And that's why I have the stream vacuum. Damn. See, it's very effective. Everyone should have one of those. Just, you get that shit out of here. I don't like that bitch. No bugs. No bugs in this stream. No bugs in my ID. No bugs in my realm. Alright. Let's just see what happens when we put this in 275 degree oil. I assume it's probably going to stick to the bottom and it's going to take fucking forever to fry. These are both somewhat expected outcomes, thus far anyway. But I really do think they're frying these super low. This is too low. Already I can tell this is too low. I'm turning this up to 320 degrees. It has to have more oil than that. That's not enough. Also, my text box covers up the pan now. I can't believe this. I didn't think of everything. I coded my own text box, by the way. Did you see? I made this CSS. I wrote the custom CSS for my new text box. Do you like it? Do you like it? Who needs AI Hulk when you have Steam? The Stream Vac is very good, okay? Highly recommend getting a Stream Vacuum if you stream. It's very good tool to have. Highly effective. Gets a lot of use, actually. Like, really a lot. Is this, like... Okay, yeah, that's sticking to the bottom of the pan a lot, obviously, but... I should have expected that much, I guess. Wait a minute, I forgot to get something to, like, put this on. The tongs are just, like, out in the open. There you go. Oh, I love having drawers underneath my setup. I recently got yet another drawer, by the way, because I need more drawer. Because I need to put something for my gigantic fucking smoker on. Because my smoker is huge, and the end of my table right here, you see all that shit? There's like an extra portion like to the past of that table. Like this right here, like on the edge of the stream, holy shit, my fingers are pink. This right here at the edge of the camera, there's an extra probably about like 12 inches of table space past that. That's where the smoker used to be, but the smoker has now been moved off the table. So I have all that room back now. So my stream setup can actually be cleaner, but I still haven't cleaned it up fully because I am a slob bitch and not in the fetish type way. Anyways, how's everyone doing? What's going on, bros? What's going on? This is looking pretty good so far. It's just, oh god. Smells weird. This smells odd, and it's not releasing from the pan at all. It does kind of look like the correct texture, but it is not releasing from the pan in the slightest. Oh, that's worrying. Damn. Oh yeah, can you hear the background music? Is it like loud enough? You get it? Is it there? I can't hear whatever you're hearing exactly. I only hear my mix, and my mix is very often wrong. Come on. Come on, give me a little bit more. Come on, come on. Maybe I need to double fry these. Now I have to definitely double fry them. Because I probably should have done this like a different way from the start, actually. Also, I forgot I actually had this because I literally never use it, but I now have an actual like little cover for my pans, which is, I really should have had one of these before, but I have one now. I bought it from Daiso for $5. I don't even need it for this actually, because this stuff is battered. It's not exploding. It's not like covered in rocks. Ah! Come on. Can I dislodge this from the pan yet? Oh, barely. What? Oh, not really, actually. Oh, damn it. Maybe I should have done this in a non-stick pan. But, like, that does look like a pretty good crust. It's not thick enough, actually. It's a good color, but it doesn't look thick enough. Huh. Well, now I'm confused. Chat, should I do this in a non-stick pan? Is that the answer to this? Because I mean, it would work. Might give it kind of a weird texture, but it would work. Is there any reason why I shouldn't? Actually? Now that I think about it, is there any reason I shouldn't? Okay, well that's peeling all of the batter off of the bottom. So this, all right, this is an immediate failure. Awesome. Okay. You know what? Hang on. I'm gonna go get a non-stick pan. This is clearly not working quite right. Hang on. I'll get my non-stick pan out and oh, Ender's Gay Bar. Oh, hi, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a hot minute. What's going on? We're trying to make fried chicken. Fried chicken. I can say that. I'm allowed to say that with that accent because I am Asian. I'm allowed to do that. Okay, let's. Oh God. Oh, it's splattering now. Hang on. Let me dislodge the chicken for a bit. Just dump that in there. Or the oil on top of it, I guess. I'm sure there are smarter ways to go about this, but I'm not aware of any. So, you know, my issue, I guess. Let me just... the ball is hot. Okay, hang on. We're taking out the probe. I'm going to turn the pan temperature up to 320 because this is going to be a little bit lesser than the oil no matter what. Fell off Twitch stuff for a while, got lost in Meow Wolf experience, and exited 4 months later. Hey, it's good, you know, you made it out. Some people don't. Some people die in there. I knew a guy who died in there, never came out. He died in there. Crazy world. This is not good though, because this is stuck to the bottom of my pan now. That's not the crisp that I'm looking for. It's not frying in the correct manner exactly, which means that there is in fact some manner that is correct, and I don't have it. I've confirmed at the very least that I'm wrong about something, which is learning.
Let's troll, let's troll, let's troll.
That's crazy. What happened to me too? That's crazy. This guy died. Hi, Freddy Tweaker. Thanks for following Freddy Tweaker. Good name. Very cool. Yeah. How's tweaking? Did any tweaking lately? I can't even ask that with a straight face. You know any tooth salve recipes? You're not gonna fucking believe this one, but, yes. Yes, I do. And unfortunately, most of them involve a combination of edible chalk and turpentine, but I do. I don't recommend doing any of them, but I do actually have a couple. Also, holy shit, I have a screen. I have a screen to fry things on now. That's insane. Okay, I've been frying this one for so long, and the crust is almost correct, but it's not right. It doesn't quite right. As for one that didn't come with surgical application, and the holistic dentist tried to pump ozone into my mouth. I can just get that shit in a spray can of the auto parts checkout line. Boy, wait until you find out about diesel brake fluid. You can get that there too. Pump that shit in. It'll crystallize in your body and turn it into urea, and then you'll die of whole new things, whole different ways no one's ever seen before. Oh, by the way, fun fact: if you want to re-enamel your teeth, there is a new type of ingredient in toothpaste that you can go out and you can buy it, and it comes in weird toothpaste, and I forget the exact name of it. But hang on, I was talking about this in my Discord a little while ago. What was it called? Hydroxyapatite. Hydroxyapatite. That's the one. This is the new one. The new chemical that's supposed to help you regrow your enamel. I haven't verified that it works or not yet. I just use generic Sensodyne. I use generic Sensodyne toothpaste, but apparently this is the chemical that you need to look for if you want to find toothpaste that's supposed to help you regrow your enamel. Japanese toothpaste that was not USDA approved, apparently. Like my Korean sunscreen that isn't FDA approved either. That's awesome. I use a very nice sunscreen. It's Beauty of Joe Sun Korean sunscreen, rice probiotics, SPF 50 plus 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 plus. Highly recommended. Really love that sunscreen. But it is not technically FDA approved, and it's relatively difficult to find in stores. I just buy it online. The ADA doesn't want you to be healthy. The ADA doesn't want the new chemicals that prevent you from looking like a goblin after being in the California sun for 2 hours. They don't like that. They want to keep you goblin modes that you stay inside watching TV and consuming big chemicals and big pharma and advertisements and whatever the slop they call the news is that goes in between the real shit, which is the commercials for the Hyundai. Superior Nippon toothpaste folded 1,000 times to get the last little bit out of it. Superior Nippon toothpaste comes in a can with a pull top lid, just to be unique, because the factory hasn't updated their machines since the 1910s. Toothpaste tube isn't the only thing rolled until there was nothing left. Oh, I get it. That's a weed joke or a cock joke. I can't actually tell. It might be about jelking. That might be a jelking joke. I'm not sure, but it's a joke. I recognize that much. And for that, I should be awarded a small trophy. Okay, so we have the first piece of test chicken. Did not turn out great, but it's. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, the camera's overheating again. Okay, hang on. Let me wake it up real quick. I need to get like a USB gooseneck fan or something for this thing, because it overheats just existing whenever it is in winter here. But like, my zoom camera, my zoomed in camera, what's gargling gooners? What's gargling gooners? I got a fresh new compilation for your goon sticks today. You want to see some hot babes gorking and slurking and slurping down thick water? Well, boy, howdy have I got the ideal thing for you on my many vids. On my many vids where I advertise nothing but goon compilations and schlook compilations and Chinese car crashes, Chinese dash cam footage, and Russian nuclear videos. I got nothing else there, but boy, howdy do I have the best of it, the best of what I do got. $1 trillion per month on Patreon. The Meat Canyon Gooner video was the worst one yet. I don't watch Meat Canyon. I don't like him. He has a bad aura to me, and his videos are not good. So I don't watch him. But I believe that they're bad because he has a bad aura and a bad vibe to me. This looks not bad though. Very greasy, as I should hope. I heard a 4th grader say gooner last week. That's crazy. It's over? That's crazy. When I was in 4th grade, I was trying to sell crack and get drafted into Afghanistan. So, as far as I'm concerned, this is the same shit as it's ever been. I don't know, man. I was never even in 4th grade. I never went to school. Is this cooked? That's cooked. Holy shit, that's hot. Oh, that's hot. I got called the F slur when I was in 3rd grade by a kid at summer camp. Did you know what it meant? That's the real test. That kid did, but did you? Did you know what it was? There we go. Okay, so we're going to try a second chicken, this time in the non-stick pan. Non-stick, second try. Just glop that in, hope it works. It's also at a slightly higher temperature. Pan is at 330 degrees now. Hopefully, that'll lead to more even browning, and that's just gonna sit there for a little bit. We're gonna just leave that there. I even knew what it meant. Limafao looks like food. Is it tasty? We have yet to find out. In fact, we are about to find out. I just forgot to find out for a second there, because it was too hot. He just scolded me. He was from NYC talking about having gone to an XXX theater with his uncle. Most New York shit I ever heard in my life. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. It doesn't have exactly the texture that I'm looking for, but it does taste really fucking nice. It is really tasty. It's a little bit sweet. It's a little bit salty. It's actually not salty enough. Could use more salt. More salt. The texture is nice. Not as hard as I'm hoping. Might need to like... No, I probably definitely need to double fry these, which is why I've raised the temperature for this one, and I'm using a non-stick pan. Yeah, that's a weird texture on the outside for these. I was kind of worried about that, because they, like, look at that. That's strange. That's just a kind of weird texture to have. I don't know. But I'm definitely going to double fry that one. The experiments must continue. Lamau, yikes. What do you mean, yikes? What do you mean, yikes? I think it looks fine. There we go. Okay, these are very greasy, as they should be anyway. It does have that... It does have that potato chip like texture to it, but it's very thin. It's like a Pringles, not like a kettle chip. Fuck panko. Twice fried kettle chips. I've never had twice fried kettle chips, but I believe they would be good, but I don't have any kettle chips on me right now. What I want to do... This is gonna make me seem like I'm going in the wrong direction again, but I really want to add maltodextrin to this. Like, I really want to add maltodextrin, because maltodextrin can crisp things up so well, and it hydrates super easily, and it makes things thicker. I have to try it. It's my prerogative. It's my idea. It's my stream. I do what I want. We're adding maltodextrin to this. Back into the giant tub. I'm going to add approximately... I'm going to guess that was about 2.5 tablespoons. Probably enough. Just a bunch of big white powder from my big white powder bucket. And, I'll just mix that around with my hands. I don't give a shit. There you go. Because this will hydrate instantly. Maltodextrin is so easy to hydrate. It's like the nicest, friendliest white powder chemical to hydrate ever. And it's very, very good at it. And it crisps things up. And it's basically, I just always describe it like this, but maltodextrin is like the halfway house between like starch and sugar. And it's very good. It's a very useful ingredient. I highly recommend getting some if you don't have some already. And you should have some already, because in 2025, if you don't have maltodextrin, you're behind on the times. Ow. You know what? Actually, hang on. No, I don't want to add pure MSG to this, because I feel like that'd be disingenuous. But what I am going to try doing, real quick, this stuff, I'm going to score these, because I feel like there's a lot of surface area here that's just too smooth to really hold on to the batter well. So I'm going to score the chicken thighs, and then just see what happens. If I had a meat cuber, that would be like the ideal thing to use for this, but who the fuck has a meat cuber? There we go. There we go. This is functionally mechanical tenderizing. I have no idea if they did this at the place where I got this, but it's very effective. There we go. Does anyone have a meat cuber, by the way? Has anyone even eaten cubed steaks before? Because I have never even seen them in a store. Mind you, I live in California, so if it's like an exclusively like Midwestern thing, that's why I've never seen them. But I've never seen cube steaks in a store. Also haven't looked that hard. Like, I've never been to a Walmart for the exclusive purpose of finding cube steak. But like, should I have to? Like, I understand the process. It's basically this. There you go. That's just more surface area. Just more surface area. Always more surface area. I have like a scraper to get all the gunk up. There's a lot of gunk in there. So, last guy I saw cubing his meat got hauled out of a 24-hour laundromat in cuffs. any relation to the meat cubing? Saw cube steak for $8? $8 for cube steak? Is cube steak not normally like fucking eye round or something? $8? $8? Hillbillies use it for chicken fries. I know what it's used for, but like $8? $8 a pound? The grass-fed, have you ever seen flank steak prices, man? I've seen flank steak prices these days, but flank steak prices, at least where I am anyway, are like good flank steak is still like $12 to $14 a pound, depending on where you get it from, but like cube steak? Cube steak is literally like the shit, originally anyway, cube steak is the shittiest meat you can possibly get your hands on, run through a mechanical tenderizer until it looks like it's a car crash victim. Like, what, $8 a pound? The meat that comes from is like $2 a pound, realistically. Like, it's select grade eye round, usually. Fuck do you mean at $8? Also, who would do that who would cube grass-fed meat? Why would you bother with that? That's just dumb. It's not even like a fancy thing, but like that's just dumb. Like what's the demographic for that? What is the demographic for cubed grass-fed meat? I feel like there's a mismatch there. It's like opening up a cheesecake factory in Compton. This is like trying to put a Nobu Sushi somewhere in Indiana. Like what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Back into the sludge pit. There we go. Sure, my hands are nice and sanitized. Chicken has at this point been frying for really quite a while in there. Let's hope it's fine. I mean, the shell is beautiful, so that's good. I don't know. We'll keep it going for a little bit longer, but it's promising at least. Who knows? I'll figure it out. Apologizing for my life and never entering yours. Can you hear the background music? It's playing the Teto cover of Against the Kitchen Floor. The flavor of that is really nice, but the texture just isn't quite there. It is about as oily as I should think, and the sweetness level is correct. It does need a bit of the garlic glaze. It needs a bit of something. I don't know. Maybe baking powder? Maybe I need to add baking powder to this, because it needs to like puff up more. It needs more texture to it. Hang on. I'm adding like just a little bit of baking powder to the rest of this. It's probably about a teaspoon of baking powder total. And I'm not gonna gunk up my hands again for this. There you go. Make sure it gets in there. There you go. I don't care if I'm like manhandling the chicken right now. If I'm like cutting holes into it with the skewers or anything, it's fine. It just needs to get mixed around proper. Can you hear the background music? It's playing Welcome to the Black Parade now. Oh, the broken, the beaten, and the damned. He said, will you defeat them, your demons, and all the non-believers, the plans that they have made? Because one day I'll leave you, a phantom, to lead you in the summer, to join the Black Parade. I was took me into the city to see a marching band. He said, son, when you grow up, you'll be the flavor of the broken, the beating of the dead. Why isn't it getting crispy? The outside of that is just not getting as crispy as I want it to be. Okay, hang on. We're taking that piece out. We're trying the next piece, which is now added maltodextrin and baking powder. We're taking this out. We're going to rest it, and then we're going to double fry it later. And the next piece goes in. He's in the street. And when you're gone, we want you all to know we'll carry on, we'll carry on. Okay, this one, much larger piece, much larger flopping piece. We will carry. I'm going to turn the heat up to about 360 pan temperature, which is probably going to equal about 350 something oil temp. Won't explain it. Color on these is very nice. This is a beautiful looking piece of fried chicken, but it's just not correct. It's not exactly the right. It's not the right texture. I don't know how to get it to the right texture because this is not that crispy, but there are parts of it that are very crispy. Maybe I need to hammer these pieces. It might have been in the actual place where I got these. They might have been like hammered into flat slabs. That could have been it, actually. Because if they're cooked right. They're definitely cooked right. That's the proper flavor. It's just not the right texture. Okay, flip that one now. It's just the bottom side of these coming out of the pan looks weird. I want to be deep frying them, but every recipe specifies shallow frying. I don't know why. I do not know why. Now I'm just eating chicken. Very, very oily chicken, but it's pretty good. Needs a bit of salt, though. I'm adding a bit of salt. Hang on. There you go. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. Why don't these look like the image from the company where I'm taking this recipe from? Hang on. Why don't they look like this? Why don't they look like this exactly? Buttermilk and baking powder? There's no buttermilk in this recipe. No buttermilk. No buttermilk's supposed to be here. It's a different thing. It's a different process. These are much less crungly. They're much less grungly. I don't know why. Huh. Because I got the Mochiko. They're using cornstarch instead of tapioca starch, but I'm using tapioca starch because I feel like that's the better one to use for this. Cornstarch doesn't have the right texture. Soy sauce. They have a bunch of garlic, ginger, sesame, extra seasonings, but that's all for like the seasoning, not for the chicken itself. I'm confused. Frying hot oil 350. I'm frying it close to that temperature. Higher, actually. I'll turn that down to 350, I guess, but I thought, you know what? I'll take that down to 320, all the way down to 320. We need like gone. All right. So Okay. I'm going to try putting this one back in, because this one, it has lost its crisp. There are tiny bits of it that are crisp, but that's it. Just tiny bits. The rest of it does not feel crisp at all. I don't know why. Ah, and the batter is sliding off. We're double frying that. See what happens. Thank God I have this screen. Oh, the screen helps so much. You have no idea how much oil gets out of this pan and onto my setup normally. Thank God for this thing. I really should have two. I should have bought one of these forever ago. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay, has it subsided yet? Not really. Actually, I guess these just have to keep going until they stop bubbling? That seems like a long time. When I did eat this, it was pretty dry. Well, no, it wasn't dry, actually. It wasn't dry at all, but it was really, really crisp. Well, I don't know, there's starch. What other starches do I have? I have Trisol. No, that's cheating. I have thick starch from China, which I believe is made out of potato starch, but I'm not sure, actually. This one does look better. Still not super crispy, though. Why isn't it super crispy? Why doesn't it have more crisp? Why isn't it, like, ultra, hyper, mega crispy? How do I get it that crispy? Because it's rice, it's potato starch, egg white. None of these things should be contributing to it being soggy. Maybe it's no, it might be the tapioca, actually, because tapioca is, like, floppy. But also, I should be able to, like, refry it enough that it becomes crispy. Tapioca can become crispy. I've had tapioca fried chicken before that was, like, super crispy. Okay, let me just take this one out. We'll just... There you go. Because that looks good. Like, this is a beautiful, beautiful color for fried chicken to be. That is exquisite. That is just a fantastic shade of orange. Bright neon orange. But it's not crispy. Why isn't it crispy? Why is it not crispy? How do you make it crispy? Individually, bits of this are very good and crispy, but the whole piece, not crispy. Why isn't it crispy? It's obviously cooked through all the way. It's been in there for fucking 15 minutes. Ha ha. Ha ha. 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 It's so... It's so not dry at all, despite being cooked in that for that amount of time. But the texture of the breading is so inconsistent. It's just not crisp. I want it crispier. Why isn't it crispier? Why is it not crispier? What's stopping me from making this crispier? Is it the egg whites? Do the egg whites have too much protein in them? Why? Why isn't it right? What is stopping this from being right? Need to look something up real quick. Hang on. We're all using eggs. All of these recipes are using eggs. Okay. So it shouldn't be the eggs. Why are they all using cornstarch? It's all cornstarch. It's not tapioca. Okay, hang on. Fuck it. All right, hang on. Okay, we're doing something else. I'm getting my thick starch out. I'm gonna see if that does anything, because I don't know. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know who I am. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, we're getting the thick starch out. This is a weird, super thick grain starch from China that's used to make Taiwanese fried chicken. Not a common ingredient, not in the slightest, but I think it might be my best shot for this now. There you go. All right. So you can see it looks like rocks. It's like weird. Like this is not normal cornstarch. It's a whole different thing. What is this? This is also sweet potato starch. Odd. Weird. How is this going to help then? I thought this was cornstarch for some reason, but no, it's sweet potato. Which I guess isn't tapioca, so it should still be different, but... Alright. Just... Alright. Okay, I'm gonna have to just bet on this stuff, because I don't know how else to do it. This might give it a very weird texture. I hope so, honestly. Actually, okay, hang on. I'm gonna take this out. This piece out. There you go. I can go right there, and one piece of the new abomination round. Only 2 pieces of chicken left in here, so... What? Now with thick starch, frying at a very low temperature of 330 degrees Fahrenheit approximately. This is perhaps my most daring yet. It's like, this looks beautiful. It really does. It's such a nice color, but it's not crispy. It just isn't crispy. I don't know why. This is also beautiful, but it's not crispy. But it's really oily. It looks great. It tastes fantastic. But the texture's wrong. Alright, Onion ring batter? No. No. I'll eat these, but it's not quite right. It is not quite right. I'm hoping the thick starch gives it like a more distinct texture. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, immediately this looks very different, actually. Texture on this is totally fucking different from the rest. Whoa, 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 whoa. You see that? That is much harder. Maybe it was my starch was wrong. I thought tapioca starch was the correct one to use. That's the one that I had seen a bunch. But no, apparently it's cornstarch. So it's cornstarch rice flour. Okay. We're going to have to do this again sometime. Because I don't have that much chicken left. But it does look so nice, doesn't it, though? It's got such a beautiful sheen to it, such a beautiful color. Maybe... Okay, yeah, the starch definitely gives, like, a very, very different texture to this. It's, like, totally different. It's like a whole new thing now. Turn probe off. We don't need probe. Get that to 330. So everyone is using cornstarch. I, for some reason, thought that they were using tapioca starch, and that tapioca starch was the correct one to use for this. But no, cornstarch appears to... Maybe I need potato starch. Maybe I need pure potato starch. I need, like, pure, just, like, white potato starch. Okay, potato starch. $10. Fuck it. Wait, I think I have this. Wait, I have potato starch. What am I doing? Yeah, I already have potato starch. Ah! Ah! Damn it! Ah! I did it wrong. Okay. And this is no... it's not crisp anymore. I think I might have really fucked this one up. Gamers, I might have really fucked this one up. Okay, you know, I'm gonna go look for my potato starch. Hang on. Give me a minute. BRB for a minute. Watch the gunk as it goes. I'm gonna go look for my potato starch real quick. BRB, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Bye, 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 bye. Hey, I apparently do not actually have potato starch. Huh. Did not realize that. Fuck. Alright, I'm going to buy potato starch. What is that? $14 for 2 pounds? Fuck it. Wait, how much is it in a store? Oh. Well, that's way cheaper if I buy it in a store. Okay, I'm gonna buy potato starch in a store. Damn. Okay. So how's this doing? This is the one with the thick starch added. Okay, it's much more promising, that's for sure. Okay. Potato starch, $6.99, that's fine. That's good. Alright. Cool. I do not need a gallon of potato starch. Jesus Christ. Okay. I do not need a fucking gallon of potato starch. What the fuck? I need one bit of potato starch, just one bag. Just one small, 122-ounce bag. That's enough. I don't need that. I don't need that much potato starch. Okay, this appears to be getting a lot closer, though. So I think the thick starch might have really helped. Okay. Fuck! Okay, so this was definitely the wrong starch to use for this. Damn! Okay. Damn! Alright. Fuck. I thought I had potato starch. Damn. I don't have potato. I can't believe this. Actually, genuinely, kind of cannot believe I don't have potato starch. Out of all people to not have potato starch. Me? Me? I don't have it? Oh. Well then. Wait, is it like down here or some shit? Did I like hide it down here? That's xanthan gum. Saltine crackers, lactic acid, dextrose, pea protein, more dextrose, one really fancy plate, butane. No, I just don't have potato starch. I cannot fucking believe I don't have potato starch. Actually shocking, genuinely, for real. What the hell? Okay, then. Well, we can see how this is doing. I mean, this one is beautiful. This one's, like, fantastic. This one looks amazing. There you go. Okay, so, like... Oh, my God. Okay, so this one... This is the latest one. It looks beautiful. That one looks fantastic. This one, not crispy at all on the outside. That is sog. That is sog. That one is hard. This one, it's not like as hard as possible, but it's much harder, especially on the edges. And right here around these areas where there was clearly more of the thick starch gets pretty hard. Cut through that. That looks great. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm gonna have to put the final one in. This one is the one that has the most of the thick starch on it, but I still want to get more on. There we go. Okay, more of the thick starch. And there we go. Come on. Alright. Alright, more thick starch on that one, and for good measure, a tiny nugget that fell off. Okay, that's our final piece in now. Final piece is I can't believe I don't have potato starch. That's gonna eat me. It's gonna eat me away. I cannot fucking believe I do not have potato starch. Oh my God. Whatever. This is frying. That'll keep going for a while. We need to test this one. This is the one with the thick starch. I'm hoping it lives up to my dreams. Much closer. Yeah, that's much, much closer. That's so much closer. Despite being cooked forever, it's really not dry. It's... I need to make this with the proper starches, and I'm pretty sure potato starch would be the proper one. This is definitely tapioca starch that I fucked up. The fucked up thing is definitely that. Damn it! And after my rant about using incorrect food starches at the beginning of stream too, I cannot believe I fucked that up. Damn it. Oh, hot. Hot and juicy. Oh, hot and wet. Hot and wet. Oh. Okay, Yeah, alright. Definitely 100% I need to get potato starch to make these again, and I will be making them again. Because this is good already. Like, it's already good, and it's not even correct. And in fact, it's drastically wrong. But, God, if this was correct, this would be like... There are tiny, tiny flecks where it's perfectly crispy. But the rest is just kind of pliable. Just kind of floppy. And there are little bits of it that are perfect. And the rest is just kind of weird. And this one, this one's going to be the same story pretty much. Starch looks like it's going around a little. It's spread out a little bit better, but I don't expect the edges. I don't expect this one to fare a whole lot better. The splatter screen is very good, though. Props to that. That splatter screen, very, very effective. High quality gadget, this thing. That looks weird, though, and the texture's probably not going to be much better. It's not a waste, because none of it's bad, but it's far from optimal. How much does it cost from Vitacost? Hang on. It'll look real quick. Chicken fried steak? No. No, not chicken fried steak. Oh my god, it's so much. Well, how is it this fucking cheap from... How is it this cheap from Vitacost? What the fuck? Okay, hang on. I guess I'm buying shit from Vitacost now. Damn. Fuck. Yeah, that's so much cheaper. What the fuck? How is it that cheap? Why is it that cheap? That's deranged. That's truly deranged. How does Vitacost doing this? Oh, okay. All right, damn. Yeah, all right. Okay. We're doing this different next time. Very different. I wish this turned out better, but you know how it is. You know how it be. It's not perfect. It's not terrible. Like, I'll eat this. It's not going to waste or anything, but damn, it's a little bit disappointing that it's not better. I want things to be better. I want things to be perfect. Fuck. Okay. We've learned things, though. Number one, tapioca starch, not good for frying. Not very good for frying at all. Very good for thickening certain things with a very specific texture, but really not great for frying. We're gonna get pure potato starch. That's gonna be what we're doing next time. Okay, hang on. Let me look up real quick. No. Okay. Fuck! Oh, I'm stupid. How did I not realize this? Okay, no wonder it gives it a fucking, like, floppy, chewy texture. Tapioca starch is the starch used for pão de queijo. Fuck, I'm stupid. Okay, so it's the starch issue. The starch is the issue. Potato starch is probably the ideal thing to use for this. That's probably where the potato chip crisp comes from. Fuck! I thought this was potato starch. I thought tapioca and potato starch from a Chinese market were almost interchangeable, because frequently they're mislabeled in a way that they are, but this one is apparently pure tapioca starch, not like tapioca, potato, cassava, whatever starch. This one is actually tapioca. Fuck. Okay. Hang on. I need to relabel these because this is actually wrong now. It's like this is labeled tapioca and potato. Just tapioca. This one is purely tapioca. Now known. Okay. Damn. Can't believe that's what fucked me up. After the rant about using the correct food starches. Damn it. Okay. Well, it's not bad. This one is not bad. It's got a little bit more of the thick starch, which I believe is real potato starch, not tapioca starch, but it's too late. Patter has already been poisoned. The wrong one. Damn it! Ah! I cannot believe this shit. Well, I can, but like, I'm frustrated by it. Ah! Okay, I'll figure it out. I'll get this shit working. I will get this shit working. It will work perfectly. I just need to actually get the correct ingredients. I thought that this was potato starch because in Chinese markets, potato starch and tapioca starch and cassava starch are labeled almost interchangeably. And I thought this one was potato starch. It's just tapioca. Fuck. It's just tapioca. I cannot believe that's what's fucking me up today. Well, no, I have to believe this is the truth. I'm being blindsided by it, is what I'm trying to say. I'm being killed by whatever the truly horrible reality of my situation, which I made for myself. I reaped and I'm reaping what I've sown, I guess. But damn, I hate reaping what I've sown. In fact, I'm reaping what I haven't sown because I didn't get the correct start. I'm reaping some shit that doesn't even exist. I'm reaping some sowing that wasn't even done yet. I'm reaping a fucking frayed hem. Alright. Just keep flipping this one more time. It does look good. This one does look better, but it's still not perfect. It's still not correct. I want it crispier. I really want it crispier. But I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Whatever. Okay, I'm gonna get some, I'm gonna put together an order for myself, and I'm going to get a bunch of potato starch, and I'm going to get a bunch of, like, extra I need to make sure that this is flawless when I do it again. Hang on. How much is, do they have rice? They have rice flour on Vitacost? Not the correct ones. Not the correct ones, no. Well, I'm trying. I'm trying my best. Where's... You know what? You know, we're going back to the classic. Going back to the classic. We've ended in failure today, but only mildly. The chicken still tastes good. It's just not exactly what I want, but it does still taste good. But it's imperfect. Damn. Fuck. Hi, buddy. You should know that I'm sorry for being careless with you. God knows I owe you more, and I'm pretty sure I ever can give anybody. But I can't pin down what normal people want from foreign objects, bottom shelf erotic products like me. So I could hold your hand, could keep you at arm's length. Take me from a branch to how to glide and shake. What's rare than scarce, there's diamond and rough, unlikely to be more than just a boy who had to crash it. I swear I'm really trying. Get it together, we'll know and do better. It just don't come natural to me to think that you want me for me. I swear. This actually does hurt my throat a fair amount. Okay. Anyone playing Hyperdemon? No one's playing Hyperdemon. Why would anyone ever be playing Hyperdemon? That's not even a real game. I made that up. Maybe I need to kill somebody on stream with a big rock. Imperfect Mochiko chicken fried steak. I mean, yeah, that's what we did. But, like, is that good? Is that good? Imperfect Mochiko for. Oh wait, no, we didn't do steak. Sorry, my brain is soup right now. My brain a little bit goopy. There you go. Oh, I keep a login with a picture in the back of my head. Oh, monkey wrench behind my ears, both my friends live more lives than enough. I haven't died quite as much, but I'm not a real person. Just the shit you can't make up in. I swear I will dying. I'm just as exposed if I take off my clothes when we make the closest thing to love that I'm capable of. I don't know why you would care. You know what? Maybe there's a lesson to be learned in all of this, which is that I am wrong constantly about everything. Maybe that's the lesson to be learned in all of this. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful, if not slightly dark, piece of fried chicken. It's exquisite color, but it's just not right. Just not correct. It's not the right texture. How does the nugget fare? Happening that gravity, maybe you're quicksand, because I really couldn't tell how deep my footprints went. The vertex of my redemption arc, the searching of that virgin heart, I planetonic in your arm. Crying, how did I cut so much harm? I'm not pounding my head against that kitchen floor, apologizing for my life and never entering yours. So say I know you got scars of your own, but I might not before you go. I'd rather live or die alone. It's so close. It's so close. It's so fucking close. This latest batch, the one with the extra thick starch, this is the best yet by far. But it's not exactly right. It's the wrong starch. The starch is fucking this up. It's chewy. It's got a chewy, almost like, how do I describe it? It's got like this almost tortilla-like crunch, like give to it. Like it's it gives a little bit too much before it's crunchy. Before it's crispy to be crunchy. It tastes like something with an outer layer of crisp where the inside isn't crispy. And I say it tastes like that because that's what it is. The outer layer of this is perfectly crispy. The inner layer is kind of like a dried out gummy bear. Okay, it's not that extreme, but like, oh, it's just so close to being exactly correct. So close. We are inches away from the exact thing that I wanted. And that really pisses me off the most. But it's better than apathy. At least I feel something. It's worse to end a stream like this having learned nothing than to have come out angry. And that does sound like a kind of crazy thing to say, but it's true. If this had just turned out perfectly the first time and needed zero experimentation, and I just wasted a bunch of hours rambling about chicken that was already good, I would feel unfulfilled and I would be like, I'm a hack fraud. But now that I've failed, now I have something to work on, which is good. Ah. It's so close. It really is. Damn it. To the sea, running through sick lullabies. Hang on your alibis, but it's just the price I pay. Destiny is calling me. Open up my eager eyes, 'cause I'm Mr. Brightside. Yeah. Oh, out of my cage. I'm coming out of my cage and I'm doing just fine, and I want it all, and all that shit. The whole thing. I want all that shit. I'm asleep and she's calling a cab. A joke. And he's taking a drag. I don't know who this is. They just appear on my recommended, but fuck it. We can raid into them. And next stream, honestly, possibly tomorrow. Next stream, possibly tomorrow. I'm not sure exactly, but like, I'll try. That's all I got. I will try. Discord for updates, Twitter for bullshit. You know how it is. My Twitter is a meaningless slog. It is worthless. You can glean nothing from that other than how much I hate certain people. Okay. Mild end stream rant. There's the fucking trend online of the fucking metrosexual dudes who look like a fucking YouTube commentary channel breadtuber shit that holds the microphone manually despite having a mic stand that comes with their mic, and they're like, well guys, this is kind of weird, and then it's like bulge effect on their face, and they like do an echo and it zooms in, and it's like, haha, isn't that fun? No, it's not fucking funny. And those people say, oh, yes, I'm a guy. Yes, I drink matcha and listen to Claro. We exist. And I'm like, this is really fucking annoying. This is really fucking annoying for me specifically, because I am a guy who drinks matcha and listens to Claro, and also Girl Pool. And fucking I was on Chaperone 6 months before the rest of the world even found out about her. I had the playlist ad by date to prove that. And I fucking hate those people because I drink matcha and listen to Claro in significantly more pretentious ways. By the way, raid messages just scream. Just go and chat. I don't care. You know how it is. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming, everyone. Thanks for coming. Bye.